Hello Zwifters, and welcome back to another ZRace Recon, and this is going to be the Laguardia Loop course. This is the forward version, not the reverse, and this is going to be showing the lead-in and the full lap, so I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks on how to succeed on this course. Alright, so the best bike on this course is going to be the most aerodynamic frame and wheel set that you have, as it is mainly flat. In this case, it is going to be the S-Works Venge with the GT Swiss disc wheel set. So the lead-in is a pretty big descent, so you're going to want to get really good positioning going into that descent. You do not want to be left behind chasing, because that's going to lead you to have to do lots more watts per kilo than you're actually going to have to do normally. So really just make sure you have a good positioning in the pack as you make your way to the start of the first lap. And right before you start the first lap, you'll see a pretty big incline. It peaks at around 6%, and this is a good opportunity to launch an attack or push the pace to try to spread the group apart. That's what most riders are going to do. As you can see in this recording, it's very strung out. And if this is the finishing lap, you can use your power up depending on the length of the power up, but if it is an aero power up, I'd wait until you get to close to the top of the climb. At that arch, you'll get a power up, and then you'll start the lap. This is going to be the first lap or last lap, and I'm going to be sharing a perspective from both points of view. So if this is your first lap, you are just going to want to sit in here and wait for anyone else to do attacks. Don't be the one making the moves right here, because this is not a great place to launch an attack. It's pretty flat with some rollers. You'll want to wait until that big incline where you can actually get a gap. If this is the final lap, I'd also recommend sitting in and saving all the energy possible and just prepping yourself for that finishing sprint, because the finishing sprint is going to be very, very fast, and it's going to catch you by surprise most likely, because sometimes riders choose to open up the sprint quicker than others. Also note that breakaways do sometimes happen here. I've seen it actually happen quite a few times, and I'm going to show you the spot that it typically happens. That's just right about here on this small incline. Riders tend to just push the pace a bit. Some launch a full-on sprint, and you'll have to put in a pretty big chase, but other than that, these are pretty chill laps and they're pretty rolling, so you're going to want to just stay in a good position in the group. Don't fall too far behind, and also don't be the one pulling, because you're wasting unnecessary energy. If you do have a power up that lasts more than 15 seconds, I recommend starting to use it right about here, because that'll make sure that it is the most effective possible. But if you have one that only lasts 15 seconds, I recommend waiting a bit longer, because the sprint itself is around 10 seconds for most categories. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please hit the like, subscribe button. And with that, thanks for watching, ride on, and good luck in your races.